Every single day, we all ask ourselves the exact same question. It doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter what your goals are. It's more actionable of a question than something vague and something you spend as your entire life, like, who am I? But it's also more present than a more dreamy question, like, what does the future look like? That question is, what do I do? Not what am I going to do, not what have I done, not what do I want to do. Now that I'm 18, there's nothing left to wait for. Like, I could move out if I had the money. I could find the career I want to stick to if I looked in the right place. Even like starting a family, it all comes down to, am I gonna go and do it, and am I gonna take the steps I need to take to get there? And that's kind of all there ever has been. At the end of the day, who you are is what you do, and you can extrapolate that to say that what you do is who you are. If you don't like what you do, you're not gonna like who you are. When I was like, I think probably 10 or 11, I started watching Hermitcraft, the Minecraft SMP that all these big YouTubers played on. It was like the biggest thing when I was like a kid. And I started watching it and I was like, wow, this is really awesome. These people are playing Minecraft. They're making plenty of money. They're getting views. They're getting fame, all this kind of stuff. This is awesome. Like, this is what I want to do. I saved up as soon as I turned 13. I had a laptop. I started recording videos. And it was great. I have been so dedicated to getting to that point because I just assumed that once I started doing what I wanted to do, I would just enjoy it because I thought that that was who I was as somebody who wanted to create videos. And subconsciously what I found is I didn't really like it that much. Like I didn't have the ability or the perspective at the time as a 13-year-old to tell myself like this isn't actually what I want to do. I don't want to write scripts. I don't want to edit. Like this isn't actually something I enjoy doing. I was so sure that who I was a YouTuber that I tried to force myself to do it. It really didn't work out very well because I didn't like it. I didn't enjoy doing it. And I mean, a lot of it is just because I was young. I didn't have the discipline to stick to it. But I ended up in a position where what I wanted to do and what I thought I should be doing was not what I was doing. You know, I thought that as soon as I was famous, it's going to be awesome and I was going to love it. It's going to be a great career. I just had to get there first. And so I found myself researching. I found myself thinking. I found myself journaling. I wrote scripts sometimes. I would do a little bit of recording here and there, but I didn't actually do what was right in front of me, which was to grow my tiny little YouTube channel with 100 subscribers to like 110. I think a lot of us fall into that same trap where we try to do things that we can't do. We try to do things that are in the future that we can't actually take action upon. And because we're so focused on the future, we lose sight of what we're trying to do right now. I found myself increasingly frustrated with myself at like 14 years old because I wanted to become a YouTuber. I thought that was what I was going to be, but I couldn't make myself do it. That old YouTube channel, I think I ended up getting up to like 700 subscribers after like a period of like 2 or 3 years before I finally gave it up because it was making me unhealthy. Like I was spending hours and hours and hours on it. It was making me honestly just depressed because it was my entire life. And instead I started moving into other areas of my life, you know, like working out, trying to focus more on self-improvement. I didn't even know what that meant, but that was when I shaped my worldview from I'm gonna do this thing that I believe is the answer to everything, no matter what. I'm gonna put everything I have into this, even when I hate it. To I don't know what I like. I don't know what I'm going to like. I don't even know who I am. So all I can do is the next best thing, the next step. And that was probably my mindset for the last, I want to say, 5 years. It was like, I'm supposed to do anything that would make the future more enlightened version of myself more capable of achieving their goals. And you know, that actually was a pretty good mindset to have. I got enrolled into college when I was 15. I've been taking college classes since spring term of, I forget what year, the year that I was 15. This is going to be my senior year. And I didn't even know if I wanted to do college. I'm pretty certain now that I don't. But I started it because I knew that's something that's going to like build me up in the future. I started working out. I got really passionate about weightlifting, about bodybuilding, about trying to like get more aesthetic. I didn't know if that was something that I really believed neither. It was just something that I could do, that I was going to do. And because I didn't know what I wanted to do, it was just something to set me up for a better future. Another thing is that there was a lot of family issues at the time, and I really felt like one thing that I needed to be very capable of was like interpersonal relationships and stuff. And because of that, both in college and also like on my own, I got really deep into like um, psychology, in not in like the dark psychology. This is how you manipulate others into thinking that you're a bad but kind of thing, but more in the sense of like, this is why people do what they do. This is why people get angry. This is why people get sad. This is why people are happy. And that knowledge, honestly, is probably one of the biggest things that has helped me, is to get a perspective on other people. I'll have to say, like, my mindset for that period of my life is I need to do anything that will make the future more self-aware version of myself more able to do the things that he is committed to do. And I would honestly encourage any of you out there who don't know what you're trying to do, you're too future minded, or you're too present minded, you don't think about the future enough. Just think about like, what can you do that no matter what happens will benefit you in the future, and then just do that. I'm not saying that you're going to have the most fun ever if you focus entirely on things that are building up a better future. And if for you, like, if just living your life and being content is something that you're able to do, then I'm honestly jealous of that, and I completely respect that. And if you think that you can enjoy your life like working at a gas pump and playing video games, like, go for it. Like, all the power to you. But if you're somebody like me, who, if you lived that life, you'd be incredibly unhappy because you're so focused on the future. The most powerful thing you can do is to step back and to say, I don't know what's going on, but what can I do that will benefit me? Anyways, that to say, this is my first video on this channel. This channel is here for me, not because I'm gonna try to become famous. Honestly, this is kind of an overdone trend. I think a couple months ago, like this whole thing where it was like Minecraft gameplay and someone talking, like the whole minimalistic thing, like it kind of blew up on a very small sense, and then it got copied quite a bit. I don't think this is trending. I don't think this is going to be something that I get a ton of success for. I think this will give me the ability to start doing things with more certainty. That's the last thing I want to talk about, certainty. When I was a kid, I was a very certain person. I thought something was true. I believed it's something that was best. I would just commit to it entirely. And I didn't have the perspective to be able to do that well at the time. And it all came to a climax in my YouTube days when I committed entirely to something that was not good for me. Now I've come back. I'm an adult now. I've had my childhood. Like, it's time for me to start doing things. And waking up every single day with the perspective of what I know and the knowledge of who I'm trying to be, the only thing that I have to do is do it. I hope you guys will follow me along in my journey as I continue to make these videos. But yeah, no, thank you for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Make sure to take care of yourself. Make sure to drink some water if you haven't yet. Make sure to eat something. I'll see you guys in the next video.